According to Dr. Daniel Goleman, a person can have the best training in the world, an incisive analytical mind, and an endless supply of smart ideas, but he still won't make a great leader. Emotional intelligence is a defining factor in the difference between leading based on position versus being a great leader. Emotional intelligence is awareness of one's own emotions and moods and those of others, especially when leading people. The main four aspects of emotional intelligence are self-awareness, self-regulation, social awareness, and social skill. Let's start with self-awareness. The most common aspects of self-awareness are recognizing and understanding your moods and emotions and how they impact you, your job performance, and your team members. Let's say you get really stressed when you have a deadline approaching, and you get really irritable when you're stressed. You can use this knowledge to schedule your work well before the deadline to reduce the stress and the irritability that comes with it. The next part of emotional intelligence is self-regulation. This is the ability to think before acting. It's suspending snap judgments and reactive behavior. Self-regulation can help us make decisions and take actions based on thoughtful consideration instead of emotional reactions. Emotional outbursts reduce safety and trust, so practicing self-regulation improves the trust that our team has for us. Let's say we weren't able to get work done in advance of that deadline, and we're working like crazy to get things done, and we're stressed out and we're irritable. Then a team member approaches us and requests 2 days off the following week. Probably our first reaction is something like, "Can't you see I'm busy here? I don't have time to worry about your vacation." Well, that's not the best response. Using a little self-regulation, we might choose to say something like, "I'm up against a deadline right now and I'm pretty stressed out. How about we talk about this tomorrow so I can give you my full attention?" I know it sounds pretty easy, but in the middle of it, it can be hard to find that presence of mind. Now let's look at social awareness. This is being aware of others' viewpoints and emotions. It includes being able to understand nonverbal cues and displaying empathy. Looking at awareness of nonverbal cues and emotions, it's pretty obvious if you come across someone that has their arms crossed and they're looking down and they're not meeting your eyes. They don't want to interact with you. They may be angry or upset or sad, but their body language is definitely saying, "Leave me alone." But there are other more subtle cues as well. A sigh, mumbling, speaking slowly without much intonation. This can also communicate a person's mood, but so can smiling, nodding, and gesturing. As leaders, we should be aware of these cues. We may even want to check in with our team members and say, "Hey, is there something going on? Do you want to talk about it? Can I help with anything?" Pay attention to tone of voice, posture, facial expressions, and gestures. Last, let's talk about social skill. Social skill is about leading and managing groups of people, like project teams, building social networks, and establishing rapport. In this context, establishing rapport means building a harmonious and sympathetic connection with others. As project leaders, we rely on our ability to create rapport with team members, functional managers, senior management, and other stakeholders. Regardless of our environment, being able to apply social skill is critical to successfully leading a project. Now we've talked through the four aspects of emotional intelligence. Let's now revisit this statement. Emotional intelligence is a defining factor in the difference between leading based on position and being a great leader.